right. Hello everybody, I'm Maria from Maria's Craft Corner. This is our second night of Sewing 101. We have 3 ladies here tonight. We have a 4th lady who couldn't make it. Last week we learned how to use our sewing machines, how to thread them, all the parts that are on them, how to make a bobbin, and how to learn how to sew straight.
If you want to learn more about Maria's Craft Corner, come in and sign up for the classes. You will learn so much.
Like us on Facebook and you'll get all of our updates. This week the girls are going to be making a table runner. Okay, so this week our demonstration is on cutting. And when we cut, we want to cut, we don't use scissors, we use a rotary cutter that's very sharp, so be careful. And we use a rotary mat. This is a special mat so that it doesn't dull your blade when you cut with it. And we have a ruler. Okay? And what we're going to do first is we're going to take our fabric and we're going to line the fabric up on a line on our mat so we know the fabric is straight. Now if you notice, this piece right here is not straight. So my first cut is going to be to straighten out my fabric. Okay, so I'm going to put my ruler on the same number on the bottom and the same number on the top. And right now that number is 2 1/4. So I have my ruler on 2 1/4 on the bottom and 2 1/4 on the top. And with my fabric on the straight line, I know I'm going to get a nice straight cut. So I hold the ruler, and I like to lock my elbow when I do this, because if your ruler slips, you got to recut. Okay. So I kind of got my ruler, my elbow locked, my ruler's tight against the fabric, and I'm just slowly going to hold my blade up against the ruler and I'm going to cut. And now I have a nice 90-degree angle there. Okay? Now for this project, we want 9 inches of fabric for the middle. It's going to go in the middle of the table runner. Now if you want the middle of your table runner to be wider, you can just cut that a bigger piece. So you could cut, 10, 12 inches. However, if you have a big table, you might want yours wider. Okay? So again, I'm putting my fabric on a straight line on the bottom. And I have my fabric all the way over to the edge of my mat. I'm going to put my ruler on 9 on the bottom and 9 on the top. Okay, so that way I'm going to get a nice straight. Again, I'm going to lock my elbow and I'm going to cut that slowly up. And now I have a perfect piece that is 9 by the width of the fabric. So they call this the width of the fabric. It's folded in half, so it should be around 40 to 42 inches. Okay, so I'm going to take that piece, I'm going to set it aside. Okay, and now I'm going to cut my outside piece. And again, I'm going to cut it at 18 inches, but if you want a wider table runner, you could cut yours wider than that. You could cut it, 20 or whatever you want to cut it if you want your table runner wider. So remember, the first cut, I have it lined up on the bottom of my mat. Okay, so I know my fabric is straight. I'm going to put my ruler on the mat at 1 on the bottom and 1 on the top. Okay, so I'm going to get a nice 90-degree angle and a nice straight piece of fabric. Cut. You need to have nice even pressure on the cutter. Okay, and that you don't need to go fast when you cut. You can go slow. You just need to give it quite a bit of pressure. Right there, I didn't give it enough pressure. Okay, I'm going to move it back over to the beginning. And this time, I'm going to put my ruler at the 18 mark. So that's a ½ yard, which is what most of you got. Now, if you bought a ½ yard, You may have to cut your edges. You will have to cut your edges straight. So you might be a little less than 18. That's okay. All right. Again, lock my hand. Now be really careful when you do this too that your thumb is not over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to make sure your fingers are all on the ruler. Nice even pressure staying up against the ruler. And you're going to cut that. Okay. So now I have my 2 pieces. I have one more cut to make because when you bought your fabric, both of the bolts said they were 44, 45 inches, but they're probably not the same length, width of the fabric. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn them this time, and I'll go over this again, and I'll be standing over you when you cut. So right now I'm putting the fold on my 0 line, and I'm going to put my other piece right on top of that and match the folds. Okay, just see how one of them is quite a bit shorter than the other. Well, for this particular project, we want them both to be the same length. So what we're going to do is, no matter how long they are, find a number on the bottom and find a number at the top, and I think I can go with, it looks like 20 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to put my ruler at 20 3/4, and we'll look at your fabric when you do this, and we'll see how long yours can be, because they're all going to be a little bit different at this point. And we're just going to cut that, so now they're both the same size, the same length. Okay, so remember though, when I did this, my fold was over here. Don't cut your fold off. Okay, so we have to turn the fabrics. When I cut the fabrics, they were this way. When I cut the ends off, I turned them this way. Okay, so I'm going to have each of you cut your fabrics first, and then I'll show you how we're going to put them together to make a table runner.
Do you have enough of everything? Because I brought some supplies too.
If you have a long ruler, that would be great.
Do they have those rulers at Walmart? Do you know?
They usually do have the rulers at Walmart, yes.
And is there a name for those?
It's just a quilting ruler. This one is 6.5 by 24. They have 6 by 24, and that's good too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this long enough?
Yep, that's perfect, my dear. Okay, let me move mine out of the way, and somebody can use this mat. You have a cutter, so you have your cutter, so I'll give this over to Laura.
Who needs a cutter? Laura?
I do.
Yeah, they can hand that over to Laura.
Oh, that was a ruler. Now
I'm
that's a
gonna
cutter
let
too.
you use this ruler
Okay.
because it'll be longer for
Okay.
your fabric. Okay. So the first thing you're gonna do is put your fold on the bottom. Okay, and you want to make sure that your selvages are lined up. Okay, my selvages were already lined up because
They're not, are they? Mine are
You
not.
need to be together up here.
yes, so you want your selvages to be together at the top. Okay. Okay. I see that. Okay. So let me show you, girls. So she was trying to get her selvages lined up, but when she lined her selvages up, she has this big pucker. See that big pucker?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's because the fabric was cut crooked. So what we're going to have to do is slide it over. See how I'm losing that pucker?
Mhm.
So your side edge is not lined up, but that's okay because we're going to cut that off. Okay? So now you lost that pucker, but just see how crooked they cut it at the store, and that's why it's like that. Okay? All right, so your folds at the bottom, any line towards the bottom is good. Okay, and then you're gonna put your ruler on to even out. Now, Laura, you'll have to look at yours because you have a big, excuse me, you have a big
I do.
difference
yes.
here, okay? So you're gonna have to make up that, you're gonna have to make sure when you make your cut that you catch the bottom and the top.
Okay.
So you're gonna wanna put your ruler on the 2 line. Turn this around this way. So you're gonna wanna put your ruler on the 2. And then that will make sure you get rid of
Catch
all
that.
that extra, okay?
Mine's off too, though. Like
Okay,
it's,
well, her problem is that her fabric was really crooked, so it was like this.
oh, okay.
Okay, so in this piece,
you have to really press
it was
hard,
underneath,
Laura.
so she couldn't see it.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
So
So what you want to do is, all right, so you're lined up.
see,
I moved. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Wow.
That's okay. Hold it, lock your elbow. Okay, so as long as you're flat on, or straight on the line on the bottom. All right, so you're gonna cut on the 2 line also.
okay.
Remember, lock that elbow.
Maria, what am I looking for here? Is that
This
gonna,
is pretty straight.
but it's kind of frayed.
Yep, so we have
Okay.
to cut it off, but you could
Okay.
probably go at the 1/2 inch line there.
Am I? Okay, now I'm on it, I think.
Can you see that? Okay, remember,
Kinda.
lock
I
your
got a
arm.
dumb question. Is this on or off?
That is off right now. If it's slid over here, then it's slide
This
it
way?
over there. Either way, this
Okay.
is for lighter. It says down here, it says light right here,
Oh, I
and this
do
is
see
for
it.
heavier fabric. So either way, it'll work.
I don't think I went through. I'm pressing hard, but I don't.
Watch her. Good, Laura. Okay, you need to put your fabric all the way back over at the beginning. Okay? That happens. It happened to me when I did it too. Okay, now put your fabric. Is this your middle or your sides?
Middle.
Okay, so you're going to be cutting however wide you want your middle. I did my 9. You can do yours however big you want.
What do we do this? Is this the center or is this the outside?
That's okay. Which one are you doing?
This is the outside.
Okay, so cut it. You can just cut it. You'll have to cut yours at 16 because of the way your fabric was so crooked.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, was I not supposed to cut this one?
No,
yet?
it doesn't
I'm
matter.
sorry.
It doesn't matter which one you cut first.
So I should do what now?
So how big do you want your center? Do you want it like that table runner there is 9? Do you have a wider table? Do
Yeah.
you want to go a little bigger? You want to go 11, 12?
Okay.
It's however big you want the middle of your table runner to be.
Okay. So if I did, it's a long
Maybe do
table.
10, 11.
Do 11? Okay.
10 or 11.
And I just have a small square table. I think that would be perfect.
Okay.
So I want,
move it over to the beginning.
oh, you don't start on, okay.
No, you don't want to start on 1 because then you missed a number.
Then
You
I-
missed an inch of your
Yep, I
table
did.
runner. Okay, Laura, set that aside and you can get out your fall fabric then and you can cut that.
And I'm going for 11, Maria?
No, because you're doing
Oh.
the outside, so you want as big as you can
Oh,
get it.
okay.
So it looks like you could probably do like 17 and a half. Well, that's pretty.
That's a
fabric.
lot like yours.
That is pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I like that.
Cute. I love it.
Okay.
Okay,
This
so
is the fabric? No, this is the.
this is your fabric right here. You're okay, you're okay. All right, so there's your white.
Yep.
17 and a half. Is that how you did that to get rid of that fabric?
Yep, just slide the top over. So you'll just slide the 2 pieces a little bit. There you go. I think you got rid of it there.
Oh,
Good deal.
And then put this part down below
Yes. There you go.
and get rid of the side edge first.
oh no.
You gotta use your muscles,
Oh,
Marge.
I thought I was. Oh, Maria.
That's okay. See, you didn't move your ruler
No.
yet, so that was great. You're
No, but
okay.
I just shaved off part of this.
You're okay. You're okay.
You know what? I probably need a new blade, huh?
Is that one yours or
Yeah,
mine?
it's
oh,
mine.
Okay. Yeah, you might.
And I
You
have
did a
blades. I
lot.
didn't think to.
I'm doing this backwards. Why am I doing this backwards?
Put your ruler on the other side. There you go.
Oh, I
Perfect.
barely have anything. Or it'll be all right.
Yep. That's how you do it. Yep.
Oh.
So whatever number you choose on the bottom, you need to choose that number on the top too.
So
So I
What
would
would you
go
do?
like with 1.5, just to give you a little fabric underneath your ruler.
1, 2, 3, 4 in, right?
Yes.
Was that it for this piece? We don't
Yes.
cut the side yet.
No, you gotta cut your other one first.
Am I right here?
Yep, lock your arm. Perfect. You're okay, you only moved a smidge. Here, I'll help you hold it.
The hard part is coordinating everything.
It is. The more you cut, the better you'll get at it.
Oh,
Well,
mine's
that
not-
I think is off.
mine's off too.
Now let's see how much. Yeah, just a little bit. Let's try it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Try it again.
I like the sparkle. That one's too much.
Huh? Oh, thanks.
At like 2?
Okay.
Joanne's.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute.
So you see how your salvages aren't lined up?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we do this little slide thing across here.
Okay.
Okay. So, because we don't care if this is lined up,
Right.
because we're going to cut that off anyway.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, see, it's cut. Oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
There you go.
Okay.
There
I
you
want
go.
this on
Perfect.
0 or
You want
1?
that- Well, you're just going to cut your salvage off, right? Or you're just going to cut your raw edge
So
off
I just want
wherever you want it right now.
I want this even on the bottom, right?
Correct. And you're probably going to want to cut it 1. Okay, Laura, did you cut both sides of that?
Oh, no,
Turn
just
that
the
back
one.
around.
So you do the other
Yep.
side too. Gotcha.
And are you going to cut it at 9?
Yeah.
Like I did?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to be all the way over at 0, and then put your ruler at 9 on the top and 9 at the bottom. Okay? And you can always go up a line. You don't have to be at the very bottom
Oh,
line, because
okay.
then maybe you can see your numbers better. Okay? Okay, can she use your
Yes.
cutter? I think you need a new blade.
Yeah, I got them at home. Oh, yeah. I
So
think
then
so.
we turn it right. Turn it this way and.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you did both sides of it.
No, I did
Oh,
not.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No, it's yours. You don't have to borrow it.
Okay, so you could probably do like 18 3/4 there. Okay, Marge, this is your middle. How big? You just want to do 9 inches, you
Yes.
said. So put it all the way at the beginning of your mat.
Same,
Good job.
same thing, right?
Okay, ladies, so make sure when you set your cutters down that you close them.
Okay.
Because I have picked them up before and they haven't been closed and they're sharp. The other one down first because it's bigger.
Oh, okay.
Lay
Oh,
that one
together,
down
gotcha.
first. Yep,
Maria, I want 9. Is that right?
correct. Lock that arm, Marge. There you go. Perfect. All right. So now you're going to turn them so your
This side
folds
is
over here. See how much shorter one is than the other? And they're supposed to be the same size.
Okay. So then just pick a number.
Pick the longest number you can get. Check underneath of your, check your salvage on the back piece because sometimes it's big. See how you don't want to get that salvage
Oh,
in
this
there.
part?
Yeah. So make sure you go to a cut that you're not going to have that in your project. Okay.
Am I right, Maria?
Yes, you are. See, you guys are doing so good and you were so nervous. All right. Well, the girls are going to continue to cut out their fabric and we're going to sew up our table runners and next week we'll show you our finished project. Hi, I'm Maria from Maria's Craft Corner and we're on our 3rd night of Sewing 101. Tonight the girls are making pillowcases. So they have already cut their fabric and they are sewing their pillowcase together. Last week they made table runners. We're really excited to show you how they turned out.
They turned out good. I'm happy with mine.
They're working on keeping a straight sew.
Working on it.
Working on
It's a
it.
work in progress, Maria.
We've learned on how to use our machines, all the parts of the machines. And now we're working on keeping our fabric straight when we sew. And creating simple things for our homes.
Simple minds. Simple things.
Okay. Ooh, it was a race and they both finished.
Oh my gosh! We got done at the same time.
Same time.
That's awesome. Since
Okay.
I was speeding up.
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to reach inside and you're going to pull your printed fabric out through the top and turn it right side out.
So now we're going to take the hot dog out of the bun.
You're right. You're going to take the hot dog out of the bun.
Like so? Am I right?
Yep, you're right. Pull it right out of there. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bring it over here
I
to
was
the
afraid to
iron,
pull
Sue.
too hard.
Let me move my chair.
Oh, you're fine.
You can move that chair back out of the thing. All right. Remember how when we pressed the table runner, okay? We want the iron to do our work for us. We are not going to iron like this. We're going to press. So we
So we
put
go
it
up.
on the black and you go
Press
up.
away. Gotcha.
Okay,
Yep.
and you want to, and you know what, this actually cooled down because it hadn't been used. So we're gonna do both sides like this, and then we'll turn it over, and you're gonna, then, when you do the other side, then you're gonna flatten that seam.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Is this one on,
Marge?
Maria?
Nope, we'll get her
whoops. Oh,
going.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'd watch out for Marge. She's not having a real good night tonight.
I'm gonna go home and drink, I believe.
Oh, that's gonna be on the video.
And I probably will too. I have a huge problem.
Okay, what's your huge problem?
I have a hole in here.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go back. Okay, so that was, the problem there is that you didn't have all your layers lined up.
Okay.
Okay, so when you sewed, one of the layers popped out on you.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna turn it like this. We're just undoing what you just did here. Okay, and what you need to try to do now is re-sew that
Okay.
and catch all three
three
layers.
layers. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
give that another try. If you need me to help you, just holler, okay?
Okay. Okay.
We're pressing the top band of the pillowcase up to make it nice and smooth and flat.
Maria, do I have to backstitch on that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So this is the top band on the pillowcase, and then this is her print that she chose. So when you do this side, Marge, you can go all the way up and get that. This
Oh,
flat,
this
too.
here?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't realize, sorry.
There you go. All the way up like that. Yep, perfect pressing. What I would suggest to you next time is make your seam a little bit bigger. So were
Okay.
you lined up at the edge of this foot right here?
Well, I thought I was.
Okay. All right, so give this a try again.
Okay.
This is gonna pull right out again.
Okay.
So I would start about maybe right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And sew down and just give yourself a bigger seam.
Okay.
So all that happened was that when she sewed, she did not have her 3 seams lined up all the way. So what we're doing is we're just going back and she's going to re-sew over the top of that and line up her edges better so that they hold together. So now she's making a bigger seam And that's how you're gonna hold everything in place better so it doesn't pull out. I like when this happens during Sewing 101 because I can teach them what they did.
And how to fix it.
And how to fix it, exactly.
And chart.
Okay. See how that looks. Okay. Marge, you got your pins?
Yep.
Alright, let's see how that looks. This angle. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and...
Did you just have to go over the section that didn't catch
Yes.
and then catch up to the rest at the end? And it was towards the end? That was,
No, it was more in the middle.
unfortunately, it was in the middle.
oh! It just seemed like you were zip zip down so quick.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we got a spot here too. Alright, so try to,
Stay on.
yeah, I would keep going till you get down a little bit further. Okay? But you're gonna have to start here where you left off
Okay.
and then go down a little bit further, okay?
Okay.
Just so you're sure. In March, what you're gonna do is you take this pillowcase now, and this is the wrong side. We're gonna put right sides together,
Okay.
and you are going to pin.
Pin.
And what you want to be sure to do is get these two pieces right here lined up.
Okay.
And when you start sewing, we're going to start sewing right
From the
here,
corner?
so that
Okay.
you know that corner's good and lined up.
And am I going all the way around?
Remember how we pivoted? We learned pivoting the first night?
Oh, yes.
So you're going to start here, you're going to sew down to here.
Pivot.
You're going to pivot, and then
To
you're going
there.
to go that direction.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm
Yep.
pretty sure we have the right side.
I can't
This
tell.
looks,
Yeah, this looks,
yeah, that looks muted.
this looks
like.
faded.
This looks, yeah.
So
I
that'll be
think
the
this-
outside. Okay.
Correct. Okay, so make sure those 2 points line up.
Okay.
How's it going, Sue?
Well,
Get it?
I think so.
Okay, so go ahead and pull
Pull
it
it
back
back
right
out.
side out. Cross your fingers.
Sure, the hair and tanning salon. The hair's one, tanning salon's one, and then I own a staffing agency.
Looks like it's holding, huh?
So far, so good, girl.
Awesome. Okay, when you do this side, then you can get your
All the way?
all the way up.
Okay.
You get that seam. Now you're gonna take, so we know this is your right side because of that seam, correct?
Correct.
The mountain
Mhm.
is up, okay. So we're gonna put right sides together,
Okay.
all right? And you're gonna pin this side all the way down. And what you wanna be sure to do is match these two corners right here,
Okay.
okay? And this time when you sew it, I'm gonna have you sew just a little bit bigger seam.
So these,
Okay, so.
mine don't match, so but
Okay,
these
so see how we have,
Yeah.
this is off a little bit, so we can take this to the,
cut
to
okay.
cut, okay?
Okay.
So you can take this over here to your mat. There you go, just like that. And do the same seam as you did before.
Oh my, okay.
That's okay, you'll be
Yeah.
okay. Same seam as
Same
you did
thing.
before.
Yeah.
And go
And
all
then
the way
pivot.
down. And do you remember how to pivot?
Yes, I
Leave
think.
leave your needle down.
I will holler if I do.
Oh, we got a pivot? Oh,
Gotta
boy.
pivot. But
That's
we're
how-
gonna make your seam a little bit bigger this time, okay?
Yes,
Than it
ma'am.
was before.
I had a problem here already, Maria.
What happened?
Well, my material's shorter right here, see it?
Okay.
Where I sewed it. So should I just pull it up a little?
Your material is
See,
shorter.
my underside, this is the way I pinned. And I thought since these matched up, but this one isn't matching up. So do I just need to pull that over a little bit?
You mean pull the blues down?
No,
so
do I
they
need
line up?
to pull this over a little bit?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you can.
Take that pin out and just, you see what I mean?
Yes.
Right here.
Yes, I would
So-
just leave it the way it is,
Oh, okay.
and then just avoid that. So you're gonna just have your seam be right here.
Oh, okay, it's gonna just
Okay.
be real close.
Right.
Okay,
Because you had a nice big seam on yours, so you should
Okay.
be okay.
okay. Come on, foot.
There you go with your flip flop.
There you go.
Oh, I see. I got plenty of room there.
Yeah, should be okay. All right?
Yep.
Looks good, girls.
Do you pin down here?
Yes. And remember, that's where you're going to pivot. At that corner down there is where you're going to pivot.
Okay.
And you're going to go to the end then.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We don't backstitch at a pivot though, right?
No.
Okay.
Go back to the pivot. I just love this rainbow color. Both the fabrics are beautiful.
I really love that marble black.
Mm-hmm.
That is so rich looking.
Looks nice on the back of the quilt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A quilt to match that pillow she's making.
There you go.
Yeah, you're funny.
Maria, what quilt classes do you have coming up? Or do you have a schedule?
The one on the wall right there is the next big
What's
quilt.
that one called?
That is called the Disappearing Double Pinwheel.
Oh my.
That's our next Monday night class we have coming up. And then the Snowman Table Runner.
Yeah, that one I'm signed up for. What night is that? Are those on?
Thursdays. It'll continue
Thursday
on
nights are good
Thursdays
for me.
after this one. After this class.
Oh, good, oh, good. Thursday nights are good for me because then I
Good.
only have Friday to get up early.
Yeah. So
Okay.
did Marge. It's okay. You're okay.
Did you really?
What did you do?
I just pinned the pins backwards, and she said so did.
That's okay. You can still see. Are you making a bigger seam?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm pivoting.
So you got your needle down.
Yeah.
Put your foot up.
Does it look like it's about the right
Up.
space?
If not, you can turn it back.
Oh, it's pretty close there.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Then make sure you put your foot back down before
Yep.
you start sewing again. That seam looks much better, Sue. Looking good.
This is the exact same pillowcase we made the first time around, right? Patterns,
Yes.
because I remember the
Yes.
hot dog and the roll.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Did it.
Woohoo.
Okay, turn it right side out. Look at that. Woo!
Awesome.
Now, is this enough, or do I go all the way to the edge?
You want to leave the same amount of distance as your seam allowances. So your seam allowance is about 1/4 of an inch, so you want to try to leave that same amount. And then you leave your needle down and turn, and you can always go back if you left too much or too little.
Okay. So do I just roll my
Put your needle down into the fabric,
And then
No,
lift my foot up.
lift your foot up and turn your fabric and see if you're at the same. Are you pretty much the same?
Pretty close to it.
Okay. And if you weren't, you could turn back and go either forward or backward
Okay.
until you were at that spot.
Got it.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, Marge, you are done with your pillowcase.
Woohoo.
You can give that a press if you want.
Yeah. I
And
think I will.
how I do that with the pillowcase, I'll show you. It's a little bit different. A little bit, and then pop it out and give it a little, or kind of roll it, and then give it a little press there. Okay? Yeah, and then you work it. I love those colors.
Oh, I'm hosting some.
Yeah, I would
You
do
too?
both, yeah. And then kind of check your top and make sure you got a good prop. It is hard to get the seam popped out. Take your time, there's no hurry.
And then do I take this all the way to the end?
Yes, that
And then
one
back
you take,
stitch?
yes,
Okay.
all the way to the end and back stitch, yep. Not bad for 2 nights of sewing, girl.
No.
Oh, I only
Yeah.
messed up a couple times.
It's alright, we fixed it. That's
Hey,
how
that's
you
why we're
learn.
here. We can learn how to
Now,
fix
do
it.
you cut these like you did the other ones?
Okay, I do not cut my corners on pillowcases because they
Okay.
get washed so much that
Gotcha.
they could break.
Okay.
So I do not cut those.
Okay.
You gonna show me? Show me the money.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Very
I did-
love it.
nice.
How did you pick out the design? Is just something you?
I went to Joanne Fabrics and
Okay.
seen the fabric and
Okay.
liked that, and
Does it match your bedroom?
it matches the bedroom set.
Very nice.
That's nice. I like that.
Thank
I
you.
like both of them, but I think I like that one a little better.
Do you want to see their projects from last week?
Oh, definitely.
You better, because we brought them to show you.
Those are our table runners from last week. That was their first project they completed last week, and this week's the pillowcase. Next week, we're going to learn how to make masks, and we're also going to learn how to make an apron.
And hem curtains.
And hem curtains.
I need to learn that because my curtains are long, and my
Oh.
husband says you need to hem these. I said I don't know how to do that.
Oh, you'll learn. Because actually, when you do your apron, it's the same.
Is it?
Yep. Yep. Okay, so bring it over here. I'll show
Are
you
we
how to
really
press
done?
it. You are done.
Wow.
It goes a lot faster with just 2 people. Okay.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
what you want to do is kind of take your nails and pull that seam out, kind of, or you sometimes you got to kind of roll it to get it to come out,
Okay.
and then just press it. And once you wash it too, it'll kind of, that seam will kind of pop out for you. But yeah, just sort of pop that seam out with your nails the best you can and give it a press down.
Whoopsie.
Oh, sorry.
No, I did it.
See you next week when we make a mask,
Oh.
and we're gonna learn how to make curtains and how to hem curtains.
I'm losing my brain now.
So she did the quarter,
Okay.
and then she did 2 1/2. Now, if she wanted a ruffle on here, all you would do is sew another line right
Across
here.
the top.
In the middle. Like you would sew
Oh.
it, like in the middle of,
So divide this by 2 and sew that down.
yeah, so then
Okay.
you would have the ruffle. She could
Gotcha.
have the ruffle that stood up on the end of that, but she didn't want it. She didn't need the ruffle on this.
Because it's
not
going to be
gonna
under the
show.
valance, and the
Okay.
valance won't
Right.
ever be open.
No, right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But just so you know, that's how you would do that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, go get another one and
Keep going.
Do I
going.
go closest to here like
you
I
want
did
to
last
you want
time?
to sew close to the fold, correct,
Okay.
so that it doesn't pop open on you when you're done sewing.
Okay.
Okay, so you really don't have a mark on your machine.
And
but
you said
can
for
find
the-
one.
I'm going to write myself a note for the hem, 1.5 inches? Or an inch?
Inch and a quarter, and then you'd fold
A quarter and then an inch.
and then an inch.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. This is one panel of my curtains. and I have the hem in the top. What is this called? It's not the hem, because the hem will be at the bottom.
The top,
Right.
this is the top of the curtain. Where
This-
you're
yeah,
gonna
this
put the
is the
rod
top.
through there.
I have to measure at my granddaughter's, because these are too long. So I will measure and cut them off and hem them at the bottom. But it'll be just like this, only shorter.
Yep, so she put the top in there so
got
that
the
she can
top
put the
in there.
rod in there.
Granddaughters are keeping me busy.
And Sue is making an apron over here for her friend. Does her friend know you're making
I was just going to
Yes,
ask
she
you.
does.
Okay, so
Oh,
Sue's
Mary knows?
making an apron for Mary Tim. Yeah.
Everybody knows Mary.
Yeah. I'm going to...
Okay. Stay close to the fold. So this is our last week of Sewing 101. And the girls had the choice of making either an apron or they could make a curtain. Marge chose to make a curtain and Sue chose to make an apron. So she's doing the hem on her apron, and then when she's done with that, we'll do the top of the apron, just like Marge did the top of her curtain. I do this technique in Sewing 101 because once you learn this technique, you can hem things, you can make casings for elastic or waistbands or curtains, or it's a technique that is used in a lot of sewing projects.
I did it, and I don't
Well-
belong to Facebook either, so.
A lot of people think that we sell crafts.
Mm-hmm.
That because it's a craft corner that we sell crafts, and we don't sell anything, we just teach.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, back to the ironing board, my dear.
Okay.
Okay, so this time, oh, we need to see how wide your ribbon is. Is this your ribbon?
Yes.
This is your ribbon. Okay. So your ribbon is 7/8 of an inch. So we want to figure out how big to make your casing on the top of your apron.
Okay.
So we want to make it 7/8 of an inch, and then we want to add 1/4 of an inch to that for your sewing.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna make it about 1 inch and 1/4. Should be good. Okay,
Yep.
or inch. Yeah, 1/8 should be good. 1 1/8. Okay, so this would be the
Sorry.
this
No,
is
you're
the
fine.
top of your apron.
Okay.
So you're going to do the same thing that you did for the hem. You're going to turn under 1/4 of an inch first,
Okay.
okay?
Mhm.
And then after you turn under that 1/4 of an inch, now you're going to go 1 1/8. You're going
Okay.
to turn it under, and that will allow enough room for you to sew and to get your ribbon through there.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So that'll be the waistband on the apron.
Okay.
Okay? Make sure you've got the iron on top of the cord.
Sorry.
You're okay. You're okay. How you doing, Marge?
Good.
Yes, she's making your
cool
iron
off?
probably cooled
Yeah, I
off.
think it might have.
We didn't have it up real high. You might need to turn it up if it's not.
This way.
Yeah. Marge is making another panel. She's got 4 panels total to make. This is her second one. So she's going to turn 1/4 of an inch, and then when she's done turning 1/4 of an inch, she's going to turn it 2.5 inches so the curtain rod can go through it.
Oops. Too far.
She kind of cheated a little bit. She bought panels. Her granddaughter bought panels. So Marge is cutting them off and making them into valances and curtains.
She didn't
and
know
stuff.
exactly what she wanted when she bought them. And then my kitchen curtains have a valance, and mine's a cafe curtain, so
Get
it's
this
just
corner again.
just
would
a
you?
half of the window has a curtain, but she wants them like that, only full length. So just like that.
Don't leave me hanging on the curtain.
That's fine, Maria. Ah. Now I want 2.5.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty close. They're easy once you know what to do.
Okay, so you want to start in the middle,
Oh, okay.
and then work your way out.
Okay.
She's going to put a ribbon through it, so she's making a casing for the ribbon. And actually what you can do, let's get your pins. And what you can do is go ahead and stick a pin in as you're going along. And that'll hold it good too. She was having a hard time with the fabric getting a good press. So I told her she spritzes it with water and then puts the iron on it. She'll get a better press.
Boy, I want to put these pins in my mouth and I can't get off there.
Not with a mask on, no.
It helps when we have such a good teacher.
Yeah.
That's true. I got people saying, "What you making me for Christmas?"
You're going to have a long list, I think, Sue.
Well, we'll see.
I wish you were taking the snowman class.
I'm not quite there, I don't think. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah, I
just
know.
learning stuff.
Well, I'm sure I'm not quite there again yet either, but I'm taking it.
It is a very good
Yeah, but
beginner.
you've been sewing for a little while, though. You
But I haven't even had my machine out of the case for 4 years.
really?
Yeah.
It is a very
You just chose to
good-
stop doing it, or what?
No, I worked 2 jobs last year,
Yeah,
and I just didn't have time.
I get it.
You know, you work a lot of hours.
I
Just so
know.
you guys know, he's videotaping the conversation.
Oh, that's all right.
But the snowman is a really good beginner class.
Really?
Yes, because it's what you've been doing on
Yeah.
your table or your quilt.
The,
Just straight sewing strips together.
see, that's I mean, that's like I love to do that. You know.
That's what this is just straight sewing strips together.
It would look so cute with that table runner you made.
Right?
Yeah,
It would.
I know it.
Like, I want to be able to do another table runner, several of them, so I get the pattern down and know, you know what I mean?
Right. And that's the best way to do it
Yeah.
while it's still fresh in
In your mind.
I agree.
And I like the fact that I can come here during open hours or whatever.
Yeah, have you come yet?
No. I
You
usually
will be, won't you?
Yes, I will be.
I would like to do that too.
Sundays are my only day off, and that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Now that my mother-in-law got me started on it.
I bet she's thrilled that you love it so much.
It's just relaxing for me. Some
Yes.
people don't.
I find it therapeutic too.
Yeah.
Is that why you like to sew? Is it therapeutic to you?
My husband calls it my happy place.
It is. That's
I was
what it
in front of
is.
my sewing machine and goes,
Yes.
"Oh, you're in your happy place."
It is. It truly is. I
He
mean,
told my mother-in-law that the other day. She's like, "What's Maria doing?" He's like, "Oh, she's in her happy place."
Yeah. All right, I gotta recheck myself because I keep sliding my thing.
Okay, so now you are going to sew that just like you sewed your bottom
on
seam.
the bottom.
On the right on the edge
Edge,
there.
okay.
Yep.
See, this is where I get backwards a lot because I want to go this way,
Right.
and I always got to remember out.
Fabric out. Yep. Fabric out. There you go. Just like that. Any question?
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. you go to Joann Fabrics and you're like, a
You're
deer
just
in
in
the
awe.
headlights. Yeah.
Stuff, yeah.
What is this? What are
Yeah.
all these
What do I
things?
need that for?
I know.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell you, like, the first week, try my supplies.
Yeah.
Don't go
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
anything until you see what you're really gonna
Yeah.
need. Yeah.
Well, like, you need a mat. You need a rotary
Yeah.
cutter.
Mhm.
Those
Yeah.
are like,
Spare blades. I used to, before when I was doing this, I used to go over to Joann's with all my coupons and stock up on whatever I thought I might need. So I'm set this time. I've
Yeah.
got my lamp, my magnifier. I didn't have an iron. I don't think they had those little irons back then, did they, Maria?
I don't know. They probably did, but
I had never seen one until that day I came in here and
I
I
love that little
saw,
iron.
what's her name?
I never had
Sandy's.
I still don't have an iron. I just throw something back into the
The dryer.
dryer.
Well, you know what? I used to
Mine
do
is
that,
iron.
and then I bought a portable steamer.
Oh,
Oh, game changer.
really?
Yeah, it's this big. It's just like a squirt bottle, and you just hold it and,
Really?
oh,
You are almost done. Let me get
Look at you go.
a safety pin.
I have one, honey.
Big one?
Yep.
Okay. So how to put the this.
Nope.
Okay. So what I want you to do is cut your ribbon a little bit longer than your
Fabric.
fabric. So you want to make it big enough to go around her waist and
Okay.
tie the bow. So however big you want that to be. Sorry, Mary, if you're watching.
she is just a doll.
I love Mary.
I mean,
She's
you
an
can
angel
even
on
just
earth.
leave it on the roll if you want. It's up to you. However long you can.
Okay, so what do you, like, I go with this length of this.
Go that length of that, but then you're gonna want enough for her to tie it.
So should I just, like, double this?
You could. She can always cut it off.
Right. She can cut it off. She's good at that stuff.
Yeah, that works, and then she can cut it off. I'm repairing a mask. And what we're gonna do is, have you done this before?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna put the pin through the end of the ribbon.
Oh, and then feed it through.
And then feed it through. Yep, you
Okay.
got it. That all the way through.
Oh, Maria, you're gonna
I'm
give
just
me
giving
an
you
A.
crap.
Am I gonna give you an A,
I
Marge?
think so.
You go, Marge.
I'm proud of this.
Perfect.
You should be. That's
Look
awesome.
how straight that is.
I can't believe it.
Yay! Good for you.
As long as I went off just a little bit right here. You'll never know it.
You didn't tell us.
I
Now
didn't.
the whole town of Streator knows, Marge.
I know.
Just don't let your granddaughter watch it.
Looks great.
Oh,
does
I'm
look
so
awesome.
happy.
I love purple. That is my favorite.
It's her
color.
favorite color too.
So before you start your next one, do you want to work on a mask?
Yes.
Okay.
Now that I can do this
She's
tomorrow at
almost
home.
done.
Because
Yep.
you're done and yeah.
Almost
You want to
done
do
yet.
masks, don't you?
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
show you-
Yeah.
Let me show you a trick to having drawstrings that I like to do when I have a drawstring, okay, is I pull it halfway through, okay, so are we about halfway there? Okay, so if we fold it like this, all right, we can kind of tell halfway, okay, so let's pull it a little bit more, and you can straighten it out, but what I like to do is sew just a little bit right here.
In the middle.
And the reason I do, yes, especially on an apron, the reason I do that is because then when you wash it, the string, doesn't come out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, she deserves
Now,
to
after
be.
putting so many hoodie strings back in,
Okay, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to do that with our hoodies this
Yeah.
fall.
yep,
I could probably even do it by hand. Just tack a little
yep,
underneath.
Do I backstitch on that?
yes. Okay, and that's it.
That is
Just
fantastic,
takes an extra
Sue.
second and then it's
I
done.
love that.
Yeah.
I have knots this big on the strings ends of mine.
And they still come out.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So now
That's
you're ready to-
fantastic.
Like,
Cute. Look at how
Oh, that is so pretty.
butterflies.
turn it around.
Turn it
All
around
right,
to
now
the
you
pattern.
gotta, you gotta model it.
Oh, how cute. That is darling.
Aw, it is cute.
Oh, she's gonna love that.
I know. So the
Very
story
cute.
behind this is, she and my sister-in-law that passed away were really good friends.
Oh.
And Mary's been great friends of our family for a while. And so my sister-in-law's favorite color is purple.
Aw.
And there's always butterflies. That was Trisha's thing. Was
Aw.
I had a
Butterflies.
feeling that there was meaning behind it.
Yeah.
so I
That's
had to find purple
fantastic.
with yep butterflies.
Oh.
Very nice.
Does
Yep.
she know that you're making it?
Yes, I told her.
Does she know what color and what the pattern or anything?
I don't remember if I told her that part of it.
She's gonna love that.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, here, wait, March did two of
Okay.
them. You gotta hold both of them.
That's not the other one.
Oh,
This is.
okay.
We're gonna hold them both up. I was just gonna.
Put them around.
There you go.
Marge.
It's a purple night tonight. You
I'll
both
put one
did
around. I'll
purple.
hold
Yeah.
It is. That has to have a meaning, right?
That's right. It does. The meaning is she taught Trish how to sew,
There you
Oh,
go.
you did?
Yeah.
Yep.
and she fixed a quilt that the
And
dog
she
ate.
taught Ashton preschool.
Really?
Didn't you?
Yep.
Yes.
See, we're meant to be.
And Reagan.
And
I think
Sawyer.
Yeah.
This looks ridiculous,
I
but.
just can't stop taking
That
pictures.
is cute.
Just don't try to
Awesome.
fly.
I know, right? Not like last week.
Perfect.
At least I can laugh about it,
Perfect.
right?
Say thank you.
Thanks for joining us in Sewing
Yes, we
101.
do.
I'll offer this class again in January, so watch the Facebook page, or you can email me or call me for more information.
If you want to learn more about Maria's Craft Corner, come in and sign up for the classes. You will learn so much.
Like us on Facebook and you'll get all of our updates.